Our project is on the Marine Water Quality Report System, done by Group 22. Members include Crystal Ann Charles and Vanessa Barra. Product Overview. The Marine Water Quality Report System allows users to view historical data on the water quality of large water bodies, for example beaches, in Trinidad and Tobago, from the year 2000 to 2017. The system allows users to generate the water quality of any water body using a water quality index generator provided. Users can save their data and generate graphs for personal use, as well as print their data. Background. In Trinidad and Tobago, the problem of water pollution is widespread and caused mainly by human activities. However, the Environmental Management Authority has yet to design an interface for users to monitor water quality. The Marine Water Quality Report System can generate a water quality index value based on physiochemical parameters, and the data can be saved and added to the historical data once approved by administration. The required physiochemical parameters include temperature, pH, nitrates, phosphates, dissolved oxygen, and turbidity. System design. Relationships are created among tables. Types of relationships are one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many relationships. They are formed between similar fields in various tables, usually including primary and foreign keys. Parts of the system include tables, where data is stored in records and fields, forms, used to add controls needed to create and navigate an application or user interface, reports, used to display, analyze, and summarize the data, query, used to retrieve specific data from tables, and relationships, which are used to cross-reference information between tables. Users of the interface are environmental researchers, fishermen, farmers, general public, environmental NGOs, and other industries. Accessing data. This diagram shows the user operations when logged into the system. For registration, a new user is required to enter their name, user ID, email, and password. From this page, the user is taken back to the user login page, where the system requires the user to enter their login ID and password. After doing so, the user is granted access into the database, where they are given options to either view historical data on various water bodies of their choice, or use the water quality index generator to generate a water quality index value. From these pages, graphs and charts can be generated and reports can be printed. When the user is finished using the system, they log out. Success criteria. Users should be required to enter their user ID and password on the login page. Users should be given options to select either historical data or water quality index generator from the main page. The user should be able to select preferred information on the historical data page and generate the water quality index using the generator. Users should switch between pages without delays. Users should be able to log out successfully without complications. Data representation. The system is designed to provide historical data in tables to users for any of the selected water bodies. To generate the water quality index for the area being investigated using physiochemical parameters. The system transfers data to tables as well as graphs and charts can also be generated to show trends used for decision making. Examples of data representation include bar graphs, which are used for comparison of data, line graphs, which are used for transition of data, and pie charts, which are used for composition of data. For future improvements, the user interface should be used to generate water quality for smaller water bodies of water, such as rivers, lakes, ponds, and pipe-on water. VBA or macros should be developed to allow users to add data without consultation from administration. An application should be available for download on app stores, so the system can be used without internet connection. The interface should suggest ways to improve and maintain water quality. Project dynamics. Both group members worked hard and contributed equally for the completion of the project and to ensure that the database was fully functioning. Group member contributions. Crystal Ann was responsible for sourcing data, the creation of tables, queries, forms, reports, and developed macros and VBE. Vanessa Seabaran was responsible for formatting raw data, the creation of charts, graphs, tables, forms, and reports. Snapshots of the user interface include the login page. The second picture shows the registration page, and the third picture shows the main page. The fourth picture shows how the water quality index generator looks. The fifth page shows the generated water quality index and ranges, and the sixth picture shows how historical data is represented. Now, I'll be showing a demonstration of the interface that was created. After using a web browser to search for the Marine Water Quality Report system, the new user is taken to the login page. The new user would be able to register by clicking on Register. They are directed to the registration page where they are required to enter their information. After entering their information, they will click on Register, where they will be taken back to the login page. From the login page, the system requires the user to enter their login ID and password, and then click on Login. They would now be taken to the main page where they are given options either to view historical data or use the water quality generator, index generator. In this case, the user wants to generate a water quality index value. So by selecting the water quality index generator button, they would be taken to the generator page where they would be required to enter information based on a water body. So for example, after entering the information, the user will click on Generate, which will generate the water quality index value, and ranges are shown to determine if the water quality is excellent, good, average, fair, or poor. The user then clicks on the Close button, which takes them back to the main page. If the user wants to view historical data, they can click on the Historical Data button, which would take them to a page allowing them to select the area they would like to view data on. By selecting Mayaro, historical data on Mayaro would be generated, and on this page, graphs and charts can be generated by clicking on this button, and reports can be printed by clicking on the Print Report button. When the user is finished, they would click on the close button, which would take them back to the main page where they would be able to log out, and then they would be taken back to the login page. That brought us to the end of our demonstration of the user interface, and we would like to thank our lecturer, Dr. Cynthia Kojo, as well as Ms. Alana Warden, our tutor, for assisting and guiding us on completing our project.